Hello, this is Jeff. I thought I'd share a little bit about my story and hopefully I can inspire some people or give some other people hope. So here we go. I was born 1958 in Lakeside, little town in San Diego. Grew up loving sports, loving academics, loving school. And there was some trauma growing up, but all in all, it was a pretty bright time in my life when I was growing up until about 22. I went off to college at UCSD in San Diego and studied. I was going to be a doctor. I was hoping to be a doctor or something like that. It was a great academic school, so I thought it'd be a good place to go to and study. But about my second year, I started developing concentration problems, started developing some paranoia because I wasn't sleeping, and some delusions were happening too. But I transferred over to San Diego State, flunked out there, the same problems, moved back in with my parents, and started to try to get things together. But eventually, my parents convinced me to go see a psychiatrist. So I went in there, I saw the psychiatrist, sat down, he started asking me a bunch of questions, and he decided that I should check into the what they call mental rehabilitation unit back then. This is about 1980, and I was born 1958. So yeah, like I said, I did want to do that, so I ran out the door, ran out of his office, and he called security. Security got me, pinned me down, threw me in a gurney, took me to the central psychiatric hospital, and I stayed there for 3 days. That was pretty traumatic right there. And I must say that looking back on it now, it was necessary because my life was out of control. I wasn't doing well. I was stressing out my family. So it was very traumatic, but looking back on it now, it was necessary. I would never have gotten help. Would have ended up in the streets, in prison or dead. So it was a wise move on my parents to get me in there. I stayed there at the hospital for 30 days. Got on the wrong meds, so I took those for a long time. Something called Haldol, and I took that for 23 years in different ways, and it just numbed me out and wasn't an appropriate medication until about 19 or about 2005. I decided to stop taking that. Ended up back in the hospital, went to Grossmont Hospital again, right here in San Diego, and they got me on the right meds. It was Abilify, and I've been on that for about 20 years, still taking it to this day. But in between the time that I went to the hospital and now, I've just made a slow progression in my recovery. The recovery's been kind of a slow process, but I started working about 2011 at a little store called TJ Maxx. That wasn't very satisfying, but it gave me part-time work. Started developing my work habits again. I then decided I want to be a peer support specialist, which is the type of work where you help other people in their recovery, you model recovery, and you share your insights. It's a perfect job for me, and I've been doing that ever since. So, got married about 3 years ago to a wonderful woman, Joanne. My two parents that were major supporters in my life have died, but I just want to say a couple words about them too. They were amazingly supportive. They gave me so much love. They were always there for me, and yeah, I miss them dearly, but I feel like they're with me all the time. So it's pretty much my story up to date. So uh, take care. Thank you.